It's an English channel.
Sensationell.
All right. Let's give it another minute and let some people still coming in, and then we will start. People coming in. John, what do you think?
I think
Yeah,
you can
I
start.
think we can set off, right?
Yes.
Just a moment. Okay, done.
Recording in progress.
John, schaltest du dich?
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Please just confirm that you can all see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes,
So,
we
hi
can.
guys, I'm John. I think many of you recognize me already. Today is Wednesday again, so we have the English call. We're going to be bringing you the idea of Sourceless again a little bit closer for all the new people, and what Sourceless is, what we have to offer, what we're all about. So I think we're going to go straight into it. Like I've just said, the company's name is Sourceless. We are a US fintech company based out of Delaware, the United States. Our CEO's name is Alexandru Stratulat. I will introduce him to you a little bit closer just later in this slide. And Sourceless is actually valued at over $2 billion by two of the top four auditing companies. They have been valued by these two auditing companies at around $2 billion, which, just a little background on that, actually gives Sourceless a unicorn status. And that means a unicorn status basically means that when a new company has been valued at $1 billion or above, that then means that the company gets this title of unicorn status. And it just merely means that the media presence is a lot higher off the get-go. Investors are more keen to invest into the company without any more really deep knowledge, just because of this valuation. The IPO is planned for the first half of this year of 2025, which basically just means that the company is planning to go on the NASDAQ in the first half of this year. And there are 6 US patents protecting the technology, which covers all the things that we are going to present to you today. I'm going to present to you a couple of new technologies that we have, and these are all protected by 6 patents in the US. So, continuing, I told you I was going to introduce you to our CEO, Alexandru Stratulat, a bit closer. He is the CEO and founder of Sourceless. He's an expert in blockchain and distributed ledger technology. And back in the day, he was actually heavily involved in the development of Ethereum. And he was actually leading one of 7 teams who were, again, heavily involved in the development of Ethereum. And he's taken all the positive experience that he's gathered back then and incorporated that into Sourceless. So that's a very, very good thing to have. I've met him many times. He's a very, very bright mind. He's a very nice man. But yeah, he's a very, very good man, and just extremely knowledgeable in all of this topics when it comes to blockchain technology and everything that we are kind of revolving around. Moving on to the next page, you see in the top, we have some problems in the current Web 2. And just to quickly clarify what we mean by Web 2, the Web 2 is the internet that we use today, that we all know. So every time that you enter the internet with www or HTTPS, you are using Web 2, right? So, but there's a host of problems when we're using this, and we have some listed here. I'll explain them to you. Which the first point is users don't own their own data, which essentially means that anything that you put into the internet is there to be used by anyone. People steal your data, they steal the content that you create. Nothing actually belongs to you, and that also counts to domains. Moving on to the next point. No domain belongs to anybody, to no private person in the internet. And this is because they don't allow you to, right? So even the big global companies like Mercedes-Benz or YouTube or whatever. So www.mercedes-benz.com is rented by Mercedes. It doesn't actually belong to them. And you also cannot own a domain in the current Web 2. There's viruses and phishing. I don't even think I need to get really detailed into that because it's a huge problem in today's internet. Everybody's been a victim, or most people have been a victim of it at some point in time. Of viruses, you know, you've clicked the wrong link or clicked the wrong email and you've got a virus on your computer, your phone or whatever. So that's a big problem. Again, identity theft, we've already covered that a little bit, you know, people stealing your credit card information, your identity and everything is a big issue. Data tracking and hacker attacks, which kind of also falls into under the points that we've already mentioned. So in conclusion, you've got no control, you have no privacy, and you have no property, you don't own anything. So those are all extremely negative points in today's internet, because you actually have no security over anything that you do. But to every problem, there's a solution, and we have a very good solution to these issues. So you see here in the first point, it says STR domain with WNFT and a certificate of ownership. So what does that mean? An STR domain is the first domain that you will ever actually own yourself, right? It's called STR because STR are the first 3 letters of Alexandru Stratulat's last name. Stratulat STR, the first 3 letters, right? A WNFT is a web NFT, and this certifies your ownership of this domain. So this domain you are going to own, and this is going to be applicable in our first and only Web3 browser. So a Web3 browser, and just alone this Web3 browser, by the way, has been valued by the 2 auditing companies at around $100 million, which just speaks to the sheer size and technological advance of it, right? So a Web3 browser is a little bit difficult to explain, but if you see the normal Web 2, it's based on servers, right? There's a huge big server at some location, and all the data is fed through that server, right? In the Web3, this is not the case. Every person acts as their own server, so it's peer-to-peer. There is no more one data hub, one server where all this information runs through, right? And there's many companies and organizations who claim they have a Web3 browser, or they have something such as a Web3 browser, but it's a lie. It doesn't exist. We are the first company who have a fully functioning and working Web3 browser. There's obviously some companies who have some sort of compatibility with Web3, but there's nobody who's got an outright Web3 browser completely working and functional. We are the only ones. The next point is Ares AI. The Ares AI I will explain also a little bit later, because in a little bit more detail, but it's also a great tool that you're going to be able to use, and also falls under one of the technologies that we want to bring a bit closer. You are going to be able to acquire an offshore account with your own personalized IBAN. You can make transfers to all currencies in real time and without fees. Also that I will get into a little bit closer later on. We also have incorporated in this a hybrid exchange, a HEX. This is what we call it, with crypto and fiat, basically meaning that you're able to send crypto there, you're able to send fiat there, fiat being the household currencies that we know, euros, dollars, yen, what have you, and you're going to be able to swap, send, receive everything in this one exchange. You're going to be able to do with crypto and normal currencies. You can exchange normal currency into crypto and vice versa. So also a very, very good tool to have. A decentralized multi-chain wallet, a magnetic address, and the fastest blockchain in the world. So magnetic address, I will also, in another slide later on, explain to you, don't you worry. And the fastest blockchain in the world, and in brackets behind that, you see TPMS, standing for transactions per millisecond. And I want you to kind of understand what that means, right? Transactions per millisecond, because that today, the current standard that we have and that we're all using is transactions per second, TPS. So this is, again, the new industry standard that Sourceless is setting with transactions per millisecond, which is absolutely mind-blowing when you really get into the nitty-gritty of it and you understand what that actually means, the transactions per millisecond, right? Moving on with the solution, you are going to also be able to acquire a virtual credit card compatible with Apple Pay and Google Pay, which is very good for when you just have your phone on you. You are also not limited to only a virtual credit card. You will also be able to have a physical credit card with a daily limit of up to $25,000, right? Which obviously translates into whatever currency you will be using that for. But $25,000 a day is an absolute insane limit. This is per day, every day per day, because there's some cards that do have a $25,000 limit, but if you've used it up once, then for the month you're done, right? You cannot use the card anymore. So $25,000 per day, anybody can make do with that. And very, very, very impressive on that point. The next point, also very important, a 512-bit military-grade encryption using our own in-house proprietary programming language. So I know that's quite a mouthful, but I'm going to kind of translate it for you. So what does 512-bit military-grade encryption actually mean for the people who are not really so deep into tech, which I'm also one of? Bitcoin, the Bitcoin blockchain, is said to be completely and utterly unhackable, which also has proven over the years. It has never happened. And the Bitcoin blockchain operates with an encryption of 256, right? A 256-bit grade encryption. And we are operating with a 512-bit military grade encryption, which you see, if 256 is said to be unhackable, then you absolutely have no chance of 512, right? Using our own proprietary programming language, which is also very, very important, because that means the code that has been written for this has been written in-house, right? It can't be copied. It doesn't exist. It didn't exist before this. So there is nobody that has this technology and this code. So this again speaks for just being unhackable, right? Because this hasn't existed before. Nobody's gotten their hands on this. The next point is a small one. It says KYC required, which is quite simple. KYC standing for Know Your Customer. And it's basically just the company needs to verify its customers and the people who are working with the company. And it's usually 99% of the time in the form of uploading a passport picture or ID or driver's license, and that's it, covered. So very simple. Moving on, STR talk for up to 1 million participants. So STR talk is extremely interesting, right? Because with and you see Zoom in brackets, but I don't want you to be distracted by that. STR talk, you could say, is going to be somewhat of a hybrid between Zoom and WhatsApp, because you can use it for video conferences and you can also use it for messaging. The thing is, it is going to be open per video conference for up to 1 million participants, right? Even for people who do not possess an STR domain, right? So this is something, I believe Zoom is capped at insanely less than the 1 million that STR is unlocked for. The next point kind of correlates into that, and it's real-time translation of STR online conferences into 90 languages, and that's also where the Ares AI comes into play again, because this is what the Ares AI actually does. It's an AI that has been developed, and this translates any STR video conference, obviously only when you want it to, into 90 languages of your choice. So I could be sitting here on the call right now and you guys could be listening. So let's say, for example, Sandra was listening and her first language was French. She could be listening to this call in French, even though I'm speaking English, right? And this is the Ares AI translates it in real time directly and perfectly into any one of 90 languages. So all the main languages, English, French, Spanish, German, Arabic, they're all there, plus 90 others, obviously. So, and this is just to show what the Ares AI can do. I know there's many AIs out there, but I haven't seen any AI that can actually do this and is up to speed like this and in real time can translate your voice. So a very, very good point there. Also, the Ares AI can, this is just a little side note, it can create smart contracts for you. Technically, you can see it as it works as your own personal assistant. You can ask it questions and answers the questions perfectly and in great detail. So I always see it as my own personal assistant when I just explain it in a short form. So Ccoin Finance, a revolution in the financial world. This is the next part that we're going to be talking about. Ccoin Finance is actually alone. Ccoin Finance is valued at around $1 billion by the auditing companies that I was explaining to you about a little bit earlier. So what is Ccoin Finance, right? You see here a couple of things on your screen. You see deposit crypto, deposit fiat, hybrid exchange, and instant transfers between Ccoin partners. In the middle, it says transfers in milliseconds and 100% free of charge. But what does that actually mean? So when you become a member, let's say, and you are a Ccoin network partner, right? You are going to be able to deposit crypto, which is quite self-explanatory, and you're going to be able to deposit fiat, what I was saying earlier. And this moves into and correlates to the hybrid exchange, the HEX that we have, right? So you send 100 euros there, and you can change the 100 euros into Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any cryptocurrency of your choice. Then it says transfers in milliseconds and 100% free of charge. And what this means is that you can send and receive money by anybody in the Ccoin Finance network 100% free of charge and in milliseconds. It's quite literally what it says there. There's no catch. It's not a marketing slogan or anything like that. This is legitimate. It's 100% accurate, and that is how it's going to work. So because we have in the today's world with banking and everything, and also in the crypto world, you have huge fees that you have to pay. So there's sometimes you want to make a transaction of $10 worth of Ethereum and the transaction cost is $20. And I always say I was never the greatest at math, but even I know that doesn't add up, right? Because those are absolutely absurd prices. Even with banking, you have very, very high prices. When you want to do transfers, it takes absolute ages. Even in the crypto world, we've seen some Bitcoin transfers take up to 5, 6, 7 hours. So this is a problem of the past here. We've completely eradicated that problem because all transfers will be able to be done in milliseconds and 100% free of charge. So when you press send, I send £100 to Alexandra like that. It's there in 1 second, which just alone that you have to kind of wrap your head around because it's a huge leap and an advantage to have. So how much is this offer worth to you? Now you have to keep in mind and take into consideration all the things I've just spoken about, everything, the RSAI, the credit cards you'll be able to take advantage of with the $25,000 limit, the Ccoin Finance and everything that comes with it. So what would that be worth to you? There's been many different opinions. Some people say $200 a month. Sometimes people say $1,000 one time, but it's not all that bad. The pricing is only $99, and that's once. And again, I reiterate again, sorry. There's no catch to it, right? This is $99 once. That's a one-time payment, and you'll be able to use all of these services and technologies at this price with an STR domain, with the STR talk and everything. So from a price standpoint, we usually say it's a no-brainer because maybe one will not use every single service, but there's some people who use the credit cards. For some people, it's very interesting to have the STR talk with up to 1 million people. So there's something for everyone, right? A brief outlook into the future, within a maximum of 24 months, and it says 24 months here, but I can already tell you it's not going to be 24 months. It's going to be a little bit quicker than that. Sourceless will go live with its own US patent protected blockchain-based internet via satellite. And in the bottom, you see worldwide internet, cross-border, no roaming, and directly linked to your STR domain. And you see it says at a price point at an estimated $20 per month. So what does that actually mean? A US patent-protected blockchain-based internet via satellite. It means exactly what it says, right? It's blockchain-based and it works via satellites, right? And this means that this price point, you will be able to take advantage of this internet on your phone or at home, on your PC, on your television, and whatever, at a price of $20, and it's worldwide. So you travel to another country with your phone, you can still use the internet because it cross-border without roaming, right? And this is, again, there is nothing like it. There is nothing like it. First of all, when in terms of technology, when you speak about technology, there's nothing like it. And at a price point, we don't even need to start talking about it because internet these days has become so absurdly expensive. I think I pay around $100 for internet a month just on my phone, which is absolutely absurd. So again, this is another technology that Sourceless is coming out with, which is 100% the new industry standard, right, in today's time. And our plan actually is to build up 1 million distributors, right? 1 million distributors. And we would urge every single one of our distributors to acquire 10 customers of this internet, right? And I mean, to acquire 10 customers of this internet, this is the easiest thing in the world, right? I'll go here to my local supermarket and stand there with a with a paper outside advertising this, and I'll get you 100 customers in an hour, right? But so the plan is with 1 million distributors who each have 10 customers at a price point of $20, that would mean $200 million, right? Of which 50% goes straight back into the organization. And if you understand what that means, $100 million residual income every month into the organization, if you wrap your head around that, really, I've had sleepless nights, I'll be honest with you, because it's just a system and it works. And if you see it, it will work with everything, right? And this is a very easy thing to sell. It's like, again, I say, a no-brainer. And yeah, I'm happy that I was able to show you all of this. And I think my part of the presentation is through. So I will give the word to Alexandra, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, John, for the introduction of Sourceless. Outstanding. I'm just sharing my screen here. That should be the right one. Okay. So you all should see it right now. Do you? Just, yeah, thank you very much. All right, now I got just to remove that here. Perfect, excellent. Yes, well, John introduced that outstanding possibility, that outstanding company to us with all that great products. And my part here is to show you the opportunities for you. How can you make business with that? And let's go and let's start. First of all, it's, for my opinion, really outstanding and great that we have the possibility to open our own business underneath the umbrella of a multi-billion company or a corporation with all that great stuff what comes here, like our own domains, SDR Talk, and everything what John just introduced to you. So, of course, when they go live, and you need to understand that, if they go live, which is very, very soon, then they will advertise in all the financial medias out there, and people will talk about it, and there will be a huge mouth-to-mouth propaganda starting for that outstanding domain business. And is there a market? Of course there is a market, as John just said. So we opened up for you the Sourceless Affiliate Shop Program. What does that mean? I was asking Aris, our artificial intelligence, just some questions, and one of that was, is there really a need out there? And there is a statistic on that topic that the Global Findex report, which is published in, or was published in 2021, said that round about 1.4 billion people do not have any access to traditional banking services. I mean, this is 25 or 26, yeah, 26, it says, percentage of the global grown-up population, the worldwide population of adults. And this is a fact that can't be true. I mean, you know that people need to transfer money, that a lot of people are working and sending money to their families. We had the fact that a friend of mine, he had a son or has a son, and that son made a student exchange program in Australia and lost his money. So we went here to an institution, and this guy sent his son just $1,000, which did cost him around about 70 euros he had to pay here just for transferring money. And that, guys, will be free of charge in future, and everything in milliseconds if you own your own STR domain. All right, so we started to have that Sourceless Affiliate Shop Program, and I show you what you can do now to open up your personal business. First of all, you have to register yourself. We just learned from John, $99 will be the fee for your personal STR domain, and just only for $50 more, $50 more, you receive your personalized landing page. You will receive your own domain shop. You will have the entire back office coverage for us in sales. You will have a 12-month support for billings, etc., etc. And the annual renewal is only $99 for us running a business. So $50, and Here it says the number of social media users is expected to grow to over 5 billion by 2030, which is outstanding. Just imagine how WhatsApp became so popular or famous just because people were talking about it, yeah? And I'm pretty sure you will talk about that great possibility with your friends if they can just transfer money worldwide in milliseconds with no charge, when they can do STR talks worldwide with translation in over 90 languages worldwide. That is outstanding great. Then we have internet, where as soon as the company will send up the satellites to the into the sky, and outstanding, for my opinion, outstanding. All right, so $149 to start your business, and you have included your own domain, and you receive your own shop. And of course, now we have to fill up our shop with packages, with domains that people can purchase them, and people can start using those huge advantages such a domain is giving them. So you have different possibilities, starts from $500 for the starter package, which includes 6 domains, and goes up to the gold package with $5,000, which includes already 71 domains. And every business woman or man under you will understand that, of course, the best bargain is the cheaper you buy, the best deal you make. So, of course, in the bigger packages, you can purchase your own purchase rate for the domains is $70.42, and you sell them for $99, because that is the fixed rate Sourceless is going to tell us that we can give it out for $99. Those packages go up. We have a platinum package, and it goes to the diamond package, the double diamond, up to the triple diamond package, which is, of course, the most expensive in that case, but also you have the best rate for only $39.60 per domain, and you will receive 2,525 domains included in this package. All right. Leveling up, it shows here leveling up. For all of you who may want to start with a smaller package because they can't afford a bigger one, you can do so. You can start, for example, just a sample here with your gold package, which is $5,000 average package this is, and you will receive 71 domains. So you can, for example, start like this way, that you go for this package, go and purchase that 2.5 or 3 times, and then your shop profit, if you just keep that money on your side, the profit is here 5,072, and then you can afford a higher package. All right, let's repeat it once more. And now we are turning into a very, very interesting point, because the shop is one thing, but you have 4 total ways of income, and I'm going to explain that to you. So we learned $149 for the registration, included a domain package of your choice. Yeah, for example, you could choose, I would choose str.alex because my name is Alexandra. So yeah, and the packages starting from $500 onwards. For now, this does not mention does not apply for your shop turnover. Every new ways of income, the other 3 ways of income in total, you need to understand that $1 turnover is calculated in 0.8 points. That is important to know. Therefore, we have that foil here. So, of course, first way of income is selling the domains via your shop. And that is outstanding because the product is so great that you will definitely, you will have a high salary by talking to people about that product. Then, of course, you will receive a direct bonus of 10% on every domain package purchased by your personal recruited partners. Let me give you an example. I will talk to Sandra, for example. And Sandra, she loves that product. And she says, well, I have so many friends and people out there. I need to start with a big package because I need to let the world know how great that product is. So Sandra is purchasing a $10,000 package. And that now, we learned 0.8 points, will gain 8,000 points in total. So Sandra will be paid out 10% on that points, and that makes her earning $800 direct bonus, which is great and outstanding. So the entire bonus plan is built up on a binary structure. So let's say you are here in the middle on top, and you have Sandra on the left side, and you have whomever, Tim, on the right side, yes? So, and Sandra is very, very keen, and she's building up team. Tim is starting, and he's building up team. And now the big question is, can you only bring in 2 people? Of course not. Of course not. More you talk about, more better it is for you, because remember, it's 10% on the domain packages. So, what will the system do if the left and the right leg is already full? They will see, the system shows you there is a free spot and there's a free position, and you can decide whether you want to place your new partner either in the left or either in the right leg. That is the big thing what you can decide, and it also makes sense always to look that the legs are really similar with the turnover. Because I'm pretty sure you will have some partners here, maybe down here, and all of a sudden your left leg is exploding because people are really selling domains, talking about it, building up business. So then you need to build up on your right leg to make you earn more money. And how that works shows you that slide here. Let's have a look on that statistic. You are on top. And we just learned that the left leg of yours is really making good money, and there are already 10,000 points in. And your right leg has a volume of 4,000 points, And in that case, you will receive your binary bonus on the right leg of the 4,000 points. That makes you earn $400 in that case. The payout is always calculated on a factor of 2 to 1. So if you take 4,000 2 times, it's 8,000. If you take 10,000 minus 8,000 points, you will have a start into the new week of 2,000 points, 2,000 points remaining from the actual week, which is great because you have a bonus to start. So yes, the prerequisite, which is important for this payout in the binary structure, is that you have 1 person in each leg in your direct team. So that was the binary bonus. Then we have the matching bonus, also very, very interesting. There is matching bonus included on your first 5 level direct lines, and this is on the binary bonus, what those guys are making in your structure, and this is down to the 5th level. And let me explain that to you. So you are here on top, you have your 5 first liners, and just let's say, of course, you teach your team, you work with your team, and you tell your team how to also promote the domain shop, how to sell domains, and they will also have their success, and they will start talking with people about it and building up their own teams. So it's here your first line, your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th level. And here you can see that there is a matching bonus paid out from 5 to 20%. And how does that matching bonus work? Let's imagine that everybody is able to bring in average, talking about average, bring in 3 people. You will have team partners bringing in hundreds of people. Some will bring 10, 5, whatever, but average, let's just calculate with 3 people. So what does that mean for you? In the first level, you have your 3 people in, and you teach them also to talk about it and promote the domains. So you will have in the second line already 9. Those 9 are bringing in another 3 people, then you have 27. And that goes on to 81 in the 4th level. And if 81 people are talking about that great, outstanding product, you will have in your 5th level 243 people in your team downline. Can you imagine how that binary structure will explode by that point? That is unbelievable. So what does that mean? It means that you receive a 5 to 20% on the binary bonus of your partners down to the 5th level, and that makes you earn between $10,000 up to $20,000. So, and how can you unlock those levels? Either through the structure or your team turnover, or instantly with a bigger with a bonus through the purchasings of the bigger packages. And here you can see that on that slide, that in the packages starting from 10,000 going up to 100,000, there are included already 150 domains. You have a better purchasing rate, and you have immediately free, the system counts it free, an instant matching bonus of 20% on your first level if you start with the $10,000 package. Then the diamond package, $25,000, you have included 416 domains with a purchasing rate of $60.09. I mean, here you have 41,000 already made as a turnover. Yeah, that is really outstanding. Then you have the double diamond package and the triple diamond package with 100,000, where you have instant matching bonuses free from the first level with 20%, second level, third, fourth, and 5th level with 5%. The career levels, why are they so important? This is something, let me see, sorry. Yes, they increase on the weekly payout volume. This is also very, very interesting, but that would go too deep. So you see there are really great things included, and you can talk here with your upline, the person who invited you on that call, and they will go deeply into that, or you make yourself a photo. Okay, let me just over that. 4 ways of income. Your shop turnover, that is very, very important. This is really talking about it, selling the domains for $99. Then you have a 10% direct bonus on the domain packages of your direct partners. That is for frontline. Then you have the 10% binary bonus on the weaker leg, the pay leg, and you have a 5 to 20% matching bonus of the binary bonus of your direct partners down to the 5th level. Yeah, your start. How to start now? First of all, please talk to the person who invited you to today's webinar. Register and activating your own domain, your own STR domain, as well as purchasing a domain package is not possible yet, but please make yourself some thoughts what kind of package you would like to choose. Please educate yourself, go and visit all the webinars we are offering to you from Monday, Tuesday, Thursday at 6 o'clock p.m. German time. It's always in the German language. Saturday, 12 o'clock German language. Wednesday, we offer it at 6 p.m. German time in English languages. There will be other languages coming up very, very soon. So it's not a problem for you guys if you are talking to Czech or Polish people, whatever other languages will shortly come up. And please talk to the person who invited you. Pre-register with the person who invited you, and please talk to as many people as possible about your new business. I have to say thank you for this time just very quickly, I will show you a QR code. Please take out your photo, your mobile, and sorry that it is this way. Somehow my presentation was destroyed when I opened it. So please take your photo and your mobile and scan this QR code. This will transfer you to the international Telegram channel, and this is for your international prospects. You have all formulas and forms in there. All right, thank you very much, and I hope to see you very soon on the side of Sourceless. Thank you.
Have a nice evening.